So after doing my last run through on the Nux ME30 and the few little hiccups I had with it, I thought let's do a little bit more of a positive one on some of my favorite Nux stuff. And one of them is the Solid Studio, which is an amp simulator and a cab simulator that you can add in your own IR cabs. So let's bring that little bad beast out, because I didn't want to feel like I was just dumping on the Nux ME30 just because it's, people might perceive just because it's cheaper or what the case might be, but that's definitely not a part of the equation, because my favorite one is actually even cheaper than that, and I swear by it. And here's a video on me kind of doubling down on that, on how much I swear by this bit of equipment. So I have the Oh My Goat, which is a very cool distortion pedal. I haven't brought it out for a while, so I thought here's a really good reason. And I've got loaded up in the Solid Studio some of the Lucifer 150 IRs that I did a few videos back as well, that were really cool free IRs that the company gave out for anyone that wants to grab them. So this is the sound that we have so far before we engage the distortion. So yeah. We need to spruce it up by turning on this little bad beast. Now I haven't used this for a while, so I'm gonna have to go through a little bit. Okay, so I've definitely been in a djenty mood, which is very, very much like me, because we've got the treble pumping and the bass down pretty low. I'm going to give myself more volume because that is, I like it. Cool, got a little bit of hiss coming through, but that's fair because we've got the gain pumping pretty hard. No boost yet, so let's oh, it's a treble that was making that little bit of a hiss. Cool, let's see if we can clean this up a bit. So bring a bit more mids in. That's not too bad. You got to have something in there. So I remember now, I haven't used this in a long time, but I do remember when you do pull it fully back, it's got this big drop cut. That's sounding really chunky. So let's say we want to boost it. So let's see how the boost is going to react to this. Crank it. Yeah, because there's no noise gate in here, which is fine. You can use that with other pedals and whatnot. We are getting a little bit of hiss coming through, but it's definitely not killing the mix or anything. Now, if I remember correctly, one of my favorite settings was actually all noon when I first got it. Nah, I definitely prefer to push the EQ a bit. It's pretty sensitive, these EQ things, and I don't say that in a bad way. I like that they are sensitive because you do get a very extreme difference when you move them just a little bit. I'm really digging that. It's just got that nice raw type of, it's an aggressive chug, isn't it? Yeah, I'm really, really digging that. Cool, so let's leave it there now because here's a good sign of a setup. If I'm just in the mood just to doodle around on the guitar and keep going and going and going and keep jamming, that's fucking awesome. That is a huge ticket of approval right there. But let's push on to a jam because I love jams. We'll double up on the guitars, add some bass and drums, and see how it goes from there in a band mix. But this is sounding, yeah, I'm pleasantly, very, very pleasantly surprised in how this is actually sounding. And it's a Nux little box. So, awesome. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the jam, and we'll have a chat about it on the other side. And that's what it can all sound like in a band mix, adding the doubling up on the guitars and adding bass and drums. So the Nux Solid Studio is still a fucking rad little pedal. And thanks to the Lucifer 150 IR that we chucked in here, that worked an absolute charm. And how that paired up, well, firstly, it just loaded in there straight away. So that's great, no little headaches there. But also mucking around with the Oh My Goat again. Those two paired up really, really nicely. The amount of like raw aggression that we got by mixing these two was lots and lots of fun. And let me just, I don't know if I'm able to put this both in there as well. Might work with this thumbnail, if I can get them to focus. Maybe, maybe not. Not sure. But yeah, these two pairing up together were spectacular. I love the feel of it, I love the sound of it and the results. And yeah, there was a little bit of hiss that I had to take out at the start of the jam, just so it's a little bit more user-friendly for you to listen to. But yeah, adding a noise gate or something before it, or you'd actually add them in between these, maybe, or afterwards, I'm not sure. Might have to experiment with that one next time. Maybe straight after it. No, it'll be in between, sorry. Yeah, definitely will be in between because, yeah, we've got the Nux running into the mixer, so you'd want it in between these two, so you've got a clear sound going from there to your mixer. But even if you wanted to, you could chuck one straight after this, no problem at all. But definitely keen for your thoughts. How do you feel about how I dialed it in? How do you feel about the results and the overall jam? Definitely keen to hear your thoughts. So thank you very much for joining me in this video. It was lots of fun putting together and doing. And yeah, like I say about a lot of my good pieces of equipment, got to bring these out more often because yeah, these are fucking phenomenal. Different results that we can get out of these. Very cool. And I thoroughly look forward to chatting with you next time about this stuff and whatever else is going to pop up on this channel. And until then, stay safe.